Good morning. Hope you all have got your caffeinated beverage. That's good. Good morning. Thanks for visiting my channel. I'm so excited that you clicked on this video because I have some really exciting information for you today. If you are new here, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that thumbs up button. You know, all the YouTubers say it, but it really does help us with making this free content for you. It helps our channels to be seen by other people and helps our channels to grow. So thank you so much if you consider subscribing and liking. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about the 4 types of self-care. And if you are new here, I have a little description bio in my description box. But really quickly, I'm Mia Hemstad. I have 2 little kids. They are beautiful and crazy. They're 3 and 1, so I'm a very busy, full-time stay-at-home mom, and I love making videos for you guys about mental health and motherhood. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, self-care, but not like the bougie kind of self-care. We'll get into that. Self-care really did help me pull out of postpartum depression and anxiety, and also like a side effect of self-care that I didn't really realize was it improved my sense of self-worth and my sense of self-love. So today I'm going to be talking about the dilemma that a lot of us moms face. Like, have you ever had a babysitter come to your house or anyone come to watch your kids? Like, your mom's like, I'm going to come over and watch your kids for 3 hours so that you can take a break. And then you immediately are like, I didn't plan for this. Should I do the laundry? Should I clean the house? I need to vacuum the carpets. I need to run the errands. I need to go to Costco. I need to go to the doctor. I need to make those phone calls to insurance. I need to pay those bills. And then next thing you know, the 3 hours has gone by. You haven't even showered. Maybe you ate breakfast and you got nothing done because you were so overwhelmed by choice and decision that you couldn't figure out what to do. Like, I know I'm not the only one. I've talked to other moms. I know I'm not the only one that, like, when you don't have a plan before your babysitter gets there, it's just like you just get overwhelmed because us stay-at-home moms, just us moms in general, honestly, we are juggling so many different competing priorities that it's just so hard to like focus in on what we really need to do first, right? So I'm going to be talking about the 4 types of self-care. I totally made this up, but it helped me back when I was struggling with postpartum depression and anxiety. It helped me to not freak out when someone was coming over to help me with my kids. So the 4 types, and I made it this way so it's easy for you to remember: basic, boring, blue flame, and bougie. 4 B's: basic, boring, blue flame, bougie. 4 types of self-care. And this is to enable you to like go through this list in your head when someone's gonna come over to watch your kids and you're like, I don't know what to do. Basic, boring, blue flame, bougie. Let me explain. Basic self-care, pretty straightforward. Eat, hydrate, shower, sleep. Okay? You need to make sure that before you get overwhelmed by your to-do list that you check yourself and go, okay, well, have I completed my basic self-care? Do I need to take a nap? Do I need to take a shower? Do I need to eat something? Like, is that what you should be, like, you know, when the sitter walks in the door, don't start like rushing and leaving and doing all this stuff. Like, I know we all have a lot to do. Don't get me wrong. I know, but please, for the love of all that is holy, eat and drink some water and go pee before you go run and do 5,000 errands, okay? So that's basic self-care. Boring is, do you need to declutter your closet real quick? Like, just pull the things out that you know you're not going to wear and just get rid of them so that you can open up some space. Do you need to do some cleaning? Is your house a filthy mess? Do you need to call your doctor or your insurance company and make those appointments or pay that hospital bill that's sitting there or set up a payment plan for that other bill that you got sitting there? You know, those things that are in the back of your mind that are stressing you out, that are bogging you down without you realizing it because you're just living in that mess, that is boring self-care. Next, blue flame self-care. And I give credit of this term to Jennifer Fulwiler. She's an author. She's on Instagram. She's hilarious. And she describes it as we all have this blue flame inside of us. It's kind of like our creative spirit, and we need to nurture that blue flame. So blue flame self-care is basically whatever you do to nurture your creative spirit. Do you like painting, dancing, drawing, cooking, baking? I'm talking really fast. I'm in the middle of drinking my coffee, you guys. Speaking of, I'm going to have a little sip here. Anyway, blue flame self-care, my favorite type of self-care, but sometimes I get carried away, which is why there's an order of importance. Then lastly is bougie self-care. That is like the massages, the mani-pedis, all that stuff that most of us can't afford to do every weekend. So that's why it's last. So whenever you are going to have help, or you know you're going to be able to take a break, or you've been intentional and you schedule that break in for yourself and you ask your partner or someone to come and help you, you make sure that you do basic self-care first. Always basic self-care first, and then ideally some boring self-care. It doesn't have to be everything. Like, don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that you can't go and do some blue flame self-care or some bougie self-care before you've cleaned all of your closets and done all of your laundry. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that if you know there's a bill that needs to be paid, or you know that you need to make that doctor's appointment, you need to see your gynecologist for your broken pelvis, you need to make that phone call. So don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that you need to clean everything and do everything before you're allowed to get a massage. Absolutely not. Sometimes us moms, we're so run down and exhausted. I have found through my experience that just leaving all the crap behind, and my favorite thing to do is go to a coffee shop and read. So I go do that and I come home and I'm rejuvenated and I have energy and I'm not snapping at everyone and I'm not being a jerk. You guys know what I mean. Don't judge me. You know what I mean. Then you're like, I can handle 5 loads of laundry. I can do it. You're more rejuvenated, you're more able to handle what's in front of you, and it's because you went and did some blue flame self-care, some bougie self-care. So don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm just saying that after basic self-care, which is 100% needs to come first, you need to do probably one boring self-care item, typically something that's related to your health, like the most important thing, right? And then go and do your blue flame self-care. So I have a little story for you. I am a 3 on the Enneagram, which is an achiever. Where are my achievers at? And I love doing blue flame self-care. I love doing stuff that challenges me, that nails me to use my creative gifts and my skills. And it's just, I get carried away. When I had my kids, I would prioritize that blue flame self-care because I would really want to just do something that made me feel like me. And what happened with that is I just got burnt out, because when you just have a baby, what you need to be doing is a lot of basic self-care. And so I had to learn the hard way that this is where this whole like 4 types of self-care came from. Because I was getting carried away and burning myself out, I had to find like a really easy way for me to like go through a checklist and go, okay, no, the sitter's coming, and what I should do for these 3 hours is shower, eat, and take a nap. Shower, eat, take a nap, hydrate, drink lots of water. I was breastfeeding at the time. If you're a new mom, that's what you should be doing. Like, that's what you should be prioritizing, unless you have a huge extended period of time or you have lots of help so that you're rested, then yeah, go ahead and do other things. And obviously all of these are suggestions and recommendations. I'm just trying to help you on your motherhood journey. That's what this channel is about. But I just want to share mom to mom, like, it's so easy to burn ourselves out whenever we have help. It's so easy for us to like convince ourselves that doing these errands is more important than us getting rest, or doing all the cleaning in the house is more important than us making sure that we eat before we're dizzy, or that we go pee when we need to go pee. And I know I'm not the only one who's guilty of that, of just running around trying to get everything done and putting myself last. So the whole point of this whole 4 types of self-care blueprint, framework, whatever you want to call it, the basic, boring, blue flame bougie, I had fun making that up, is just to easily help you to identify what is most important, what needs to happen. It's like, and not even just when you have a sitter. I'm talking like every day when I wake up and I get overwhelmed. And I used to do this. I used to clean the kitchen before I ate breakfast because I couldn't sit down if the dishes were dirty. Now I'm like, no, basic, boring, blue flame bougie, Mia. Basic self-care goes first. You brush your teeth, you take a shower, you do your hair, you eat breakfast, you drink some water, you get your coffee in you before you start cleaning and doing all this stuff. So it doesn't even have to be used when you have a sitter or your mom's coming over. Like, ask yourself these questions to make sure that every day you are prioritizing what needs to be prioritized. You're doing first what needs to happen first, which is take care of you. Because if you don't take care of yourself, if you know everyone's all saying it, you're going to unravel and you're going to burn out. And I'm speaking from someone with a lot of experience of burnout. I have burned out way too many times. And it's after you become a mom, burnout takes on a whole new meaning. You know what I mean? It's like when I burnt out in college, it's just like I just went and I slept. If I didn't have a shift at work, and even if I did, it wasn't a big deal. But when you have kids, they still need you to show up. They still need you to come and take care of them. And their burnout is just not really exactly feasible in motherhood. So I want you to take care of yourself. That's what this framework is for. And before I forget, I should have announced this at the beginning of the video. I forgot. I was so excited. We are going to do a self-care challenge, a 4-week self-care challenge. So I announced this on my Instagram. Follow me if you don't already. And I said, hey, do you guys want to do a self-care challenge for 4 weeks? And I put a poll and several of you said, yeah, please, let's do it. And I'm excited because I love me a good challenge. Man, I'm such an Enneagram 3. So go follow me on Instagram, and we're going to use hashtag Mia's self-care challenge so that we can all find each other and we can celebrate each other. And this video should come out either today's Sunday, March 8th, or tomorrow, March 9th. And it starts now. So you don't have to wait until Saturday to start your self-care. Part of the challenge is that you put it in your calendar. You identify what it is that you most need to do and you put it in your calendar, and you don't try to put everything in your calendar. Like, I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to go shopping. I'm going to go to Costco. I'm going to declutter all my closets on Saturday. No, you're not. You're not going to do all of that. So you're going to go through your 4 Bs. You're going to go, okay, I really need to catch up on sleep. On Saturday morning, I've asked my mom to come watch my babies from this time to this time, and I am planning, and it's in my calendar, I'm going to take a nap. Or you're like, well, you know, I'm rested. I don't have any newborn babies anymore, but I really need to clean out my closet. So on Saturday, my partner is going to be here, and I've already communicated with him. I'm going to clean the closets from this time to this time. It's in our calendars, and that's what I'm going to do. So you see what I'm saying? You go through your 4 Bs. You ask yourself what is most important. You ask someone for help, and then you put it in your calendar. So 3 steps there in the self-care challenge, and you do that for 4 weeks in a row. Ideally, every week you figure out what's most important, you ask for help, you get it in your calendar. And when you're doing your self-care thing and you've put it in your calendar, you tag me. You tag me at Mia Hemstad on Instagram, and you put hashtag Mia's self-care challenge so that we can all be inspired by what each other is doing, and we can be encouraging and celebrating each other as women, as mothers, to take good care of ourselves. Okay, so I'm so excited about the self-care challenge. Again, it's 4 weeks long, and I hope you will join me. Comment below if you're going to be joining me. I would just love to celebrate you and find you and follow you on Instagram so that I can make sure I am keeping up with everything that you are doing. All right, I think that's it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel for more awesome content like this, and give this video a thumbs up because it supports this content and it helps other people find it. I really appreciate it. Oh, and I wanted to encourage you also that if you think of a mom friend who could also join in on the self-care challenge, who would love a good self-care challenge, make sure you share this video with them so that we have more people partying along with us, getting our self-care on. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next week. Bye.